my name is Ajay Singh. I am currently studying in class 7th of Blue Orchid Public School. I hail from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Gwalior is famous for its rich culture, heritage, architecture, and pottery industry. Since my childhood, I have been very enthusiastic, determined, and a very cordial boy. My interests include cycling, playing football, and reading the military affairs. My aim is to become a successful Indian Army officer in the Armored Corps 17 Guna Horse Regiment.
Why did you choose IMC?
Uh,
Any specific reason?
Sir, RAMC is a very feeder institute for defense services. RAMC has the maximum selection rate for NDA, and I feel that RAMC will provide me with that kind of atmosphere where I can nurture my qualities and develop myself as an officer and be a more responsible, accountable, and productive man for our Indian Army and for my nation.
Okay. If I will offer you to go in Army, Navy, Air Force, Defense, you will choose and why?
Sir, I will choose Army as my first preference because Army is in my blood. My grandfather was in Army, my father was also in Army, and I also want to be in Army. Even though I do not have any personal stereotype against Air Force or Navy, they both are also equally important and have equal role in safeguarding our nation. But my preferences say me to join Army because I have always lived for Army.
Okay. How can you say that you are the best for Defense Force? Any specialty?
Sir, I cannot compare myself with others that I am better than others, but I can say about myself that I am determined, hardworking, and have leadership qualities that are needed by a defense officer. And apart from that, I feel that I can talk at international levels and represent my nation, and I can also be a good leader at the times of conflict. And sir, I can sort out matters with a friendly and conclusion that there might not be a war because war-like situation in today's world is not is not a requirement of any country.
Okay. Now tell me something about RIMC.
Sir, RAMC was inaugurated on 13th of March 1922 as Prince of Wales Royal Indian Military College in Dehradun. At that time, the cadets in the RAMC was opened with the motive of creating defense officers of Indian domicile. And after completing their elementary education from class 8 to 12th, they were sent to Royal Military Academy in England, and in 1932 Indian Military Academy at Dehradun was established. Then the boys of Indian origin went there and have training over there, and they joined the British Indian Army. And after our independence, Prince of Wales Royal Indian Military College was renamed as RIMC, Rashtriya Indian Military College.
After that?
Yes, after our independence.
Okay. Why we select you only?
Sir, actually, sir, I cannot judge others who are there and who have qualified the exam, but I can say that I am a very promising candidate. I can easily develop myself in a surrounding where I am settled in, and I can also inculcate all the qualities that are needed by an officer in the armed forces very quickly, and I can adapt to that situation, and eventually I can be a more responsible and good officer for the armed forces in the upcoming years.
Which quality you need in as a team leader?
Sir, as a team leader, you need leadership. You need that quality that you can listen to your fellow peers, and you do not really boast your qualities in front of someone, and be very humble and down to earth, and just keep on motivating your fellow mates.
What are the 4 horses and group present in RIMC?
Sir, the 4 houses, Sir, actually, I do not have much information about it, so I cannot throw much light on this.
What was the first name of RIMC?
Sir, the first name of RIMC was Prince of Wales Royal Indian Military College.
After that?
Sir, then after our independence, it was named as Rashtriya Indian Military College.
Sure. In which year it got?
Sir, after our independence, it was named as Rashtriya Indian Military College. I do not remember the exact date and year, but it was after our independence.
After?
Yes, sir.
It means after 1947.
Yes, sir, 1947.
Yes. In which state you live?
Sir, I reside in Madhya Pradesh,
And which district?
in Gwalior district.
Say something about your district.
Sir, Gwalior is very famous for its rich culture, heritage and architecture. Gwalior is situated in the northern part of Madhya Pradesh and is on the banks of the river Chambal, which is about 30 kilometers. Since the medieval era, Gwalior has been attacked and invaded many times, and it was under the firstly it was under the control of the Gujara Pratihar dynasty, then under the Tomars, and out of the Tomars we have one eminent ruler who was Raja Mansingh Tomar, who is known to have constructed a well-planned city of Gwalior. Then we had Mughals who used the Gwalior fort as a royal prison, and during the Mughal regime we had Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji, who was the fifth Guru of the Sikhs, who was imprisoned in a Gwalior fort, and after his execution by Jahangir, the fourth Mughal emperor, a Gurdwara named as Data Bandi Chhod Gurdwara was constructed in Gwalior by the Sikh community about 400 years ago. Then after the Mughals, it was under the control of the Marathas, and eventually the Sindhyas won the Gwalior as a loyalty gift from the Marathas. And they were the rulers of Gwalior state till our independence. Main tourist attractions of Gwalior include our Gwalior Fort, which has recently been included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then we have the Sindhya Palace, which has a very mixed culture of Indian and European style. Then we have Tigra Dam, which is a reservoir, and from where the whole Gwalior gets the water. Then we have Tansing Stali at Behat, which is about 30 kilometers from Gwalior. And the main industries, because Gwalior is also an industrial hub, so the main industries found in the Gwalior city are pottery industry, textile industry, then we have the biscuit factories that are located in Gwalior, and the tobacco factories. Then Gwalior is situated on the main line towards the South India, so we have so many direct trains that we can take from Gwalior and reach to various cities, the various big cities of India like Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Delhi, and so on. We also have airport from where we can find direct flights to many big cities. We also have good road connectivity from Gwalior, from where we can reach Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and various parts of Madhya Pradesh. Gwalior is also famous as an educational hub because we have so many good schools and colleges in Gwalior, and also an emerging coaching hub also after Indore. We have Sindhya School, which is a royal elite boarding school for the civilians, and it comes under the category of the most expensive schools of India. Then we have a very famed institution as Lakshmi National Institute of Physical Education, which is the biggest of its kind in whole Asia. And then we have one agriculture university also named as Rajmata Vijay Raje Sindhya. Then the military importance of Gwalior is that Gwalior is also a very big army peace station, and also a very big Air Force peace station. We have 2 infantry brigades and 1 artillery brigade in Gwalior. Then we have squadrons of MiG-21, MiG-29, Mirage, Sukhoi, and Sukhoi aircraft. And there is also an establishment named as DRDE, the Defense Research Development Establishment, which is a subsidiary of DRDO.
It's DRDO.
Yes.
Tell me about Tansen.
Sir, Tansen was an eminent singer from Gwalior. He was one of the 9 gems of Akbar, who was the third Mughal emperor. And to commemorate him, a festival named as Tansen Sangeet Samaroh is celebrated annually in Gwalior.
At this
it-
place,
Sir, in Gwalior.
which place? What layer is any specific?
So, Behat.
I think the Tanzan Samaroh is situated in held on, I think, Tansen Mokra.
Okay, sir. And sir, it is annually celebrated in December, and the singers from all over the world come there and represent their culture. And a award named as Tansen Samaroh is also awarded to to a musician who has famed India in cultural music.
Which one song famous of Tansen?
Sir, actually I do not remember that song.
I got inspired for that is Meg Malar.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
What is your favorite subject?
Sir, my favorite subject is mathematics.
Why?
Sir, because mathematics has given me an analytical mind, and I feel that mathematics has helped me to be creative and have more kind of a personality of problem solving rather than delaying the problems. Not losing the hope in the bitter times, because while solving the mathematical problems, we sometimes get confused and muddle-headed. But while solving, eventually we get the answer of that. So it same applies in our life also. Sometimes we stuck, but also we come out of that situation if we had that capability that not to lose our hope and not to be disappointed.
Which country originate
Who gave
provide zero?
Sir, it was our nation India. It was given by Aryabhatta in the 4th century.
What is the importance of zero?
So zero has a lot of importance because actually the value of something is denoted by zero only. Actually, it does not have any value, but it adds value to each and every number.
Are you inspired from any personality?
Sir, I am inspired from Lieutenant Colonel A.V. Tarapur, who was the commanding officer of 17th Drona Horse Regiment in the 1965 war. He got the Paramveer Chakra for his bravery posthumously.
Tell me about Bipin Rawat.
Sir, Bipin Rawat was the first CDS of India. He was made the CDS of India in 2019. CDS post was made in accordance to the Kargil War of 1999, where we found that there was not a good coordination between our forces, Air Force, Navy and Army.
What is full form CDS?
So it is Chief of Defence Staff. And the function of the CDS is to actually coordinate between all the 3 forces and supply with a conclusion to the ministries, so that they can take a decisive action and they can be implemented on our forces too.
Tell me about his death.
Sir, actually he was died in this month, December, and what happened was a helicopter crash. We had the Mi-17 V5 helicopter, which is a very latest version helicopter, and we acquired this helicopter in 2018 from Russia. So this Mi-17 V5 helicopter took its flight from Sulur, base in Tamil Nadu, and then it was going to Defence Staff Selection College in Wellington, near the Konno district. So when it was going, suddenly the weather changed and it became very much foggy. So in the Nilgiri hills, because of the bad weather, that helicopter crash may happen, and we unfortunately lost our CDS and 13 other armed forces personnel.
Anyone soldier from belonging from MP?
Sir, there was one soldier named as Lance Naik Jitendra Kumar who was from MP.
Okay.
Okay. Earlier you told about your leadership. So what is your leadership style?
Sir, my leadership style is that I have learned it from by playing football, because football is a team game and it requires leadership. In football, if someone is a leader, he needs to be very much mature, that he has to command his team also, and he has to listen to his members also, because if you just command your team and not listen to their advice, your team will not progress, because you will just have the thoughts of your mind and nothing others thoughts will be implemented.
I am asking your leadership style.
Yes, sir. And coming to that point, sir, my leadership style is that I keep on motivating others, and when they do any mistake, I make them understand the way that they can correct that, and eventually we get the results. Eventually, my team, the same is that when we played the inter-school matches of football, my team did well, and first match we lost the first match, and after that we had so much practice, and then I also made some tricks and tips for my team, and I also listened to the fellow mates of my team, and eventually we did well and won the next match, and eventually we won that tournament also.
Okay, this is the leadership style that you explain in by the match you played. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I am asking about you now. What is your strength?
Sir, my strength is my determination, my perseverance, and my enthusiastic way of doing something.
Okay. So any weakness do you have?
Sir, sorry, sir, I cannot throw much light on this.
Okay. So any greatest achievement you have achieved?
Sir, my qualifying the RMC exam, I have made a great achievement, and in the past years, if I say, I have also won a quiz competition by Sahodya, which is an organizing committee at our inter-school level.
Any disappointment do you have in your life? The work you have did and later you have realized that it was wrong for you.
Sir, till now not any disappointment.
It means you have not did anything wrong till now in your life.
Sir, I have done many things wrong, but
The realization you didn't get.
sir, I also realized, but so not so big disappointments I have.
Okay, not so
It's
bad.
not a disappointed moment.
Yes, sir. If I do something wrong also, and then if after that if I realize also, I do not disappoint for that. I do not get disappointment for that. I take it as a positive way, and in the coming future I do better in that, and have the happy moment rather than being disappointed.
Okay. So if you not get selected here in RMC, so what will be your next step?
Sir, actually I feel that I am very confident and promising to the RAMC, confident and a very and can be a very productive student of RAMC. And because my further aim is to join the armed forces, so I feel that I will be selected, because I feel that I have those capabilities. But if instance I am not selected, then I will go for Rashtriya Military School and Sainik School next year, and because my ultimate aim is to join NDA and be in the armed forces. So that's all I have to say.
Okay. So earlier you told that you played football. You
Yes,
told
sir.
that. So in other sports also, do you have interest?
Sir, I have interest in cycling, and sir, I also play badminton and cricket.
Okay. So do you know about Neeraj Chopra, who is?
Yes, sir. Sir, Neeraj Chopra has won the gold medal for India in the 2021 Olympic Games, which happened in Tokyo, Japan. He won it in the track and field event of javelin throw. It was the first ever gold medal won in the athletic field of Olympics and the first gold medal after 13 years for India in the Olympic Games.
So okay, and also Neeraj Chopra is in army, Indian army.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell his rank?
Sir, he is honorary Subedar.
Okay, and from which unit he belongs?
Sir, he belongs to Rajputana Rifles.
Okay. So Ajay, you have given all the answers and some answers you have not given.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think after moving out of this room? What do you think? What do you realize and what you expect from us?
Sir, I feel that I need to work on my communication skills as well as some questions that I have not answered. I will read on that when I reach my home, and this I have a good experience that I was able to answer most of the question, but I will not let that happen. That in my interview also. That I am able to answer few questions and some not. I will make myself that much practice that I can answer all the questions confidently before the staff members.
Okay, and one more thing from all of us, I am going to tell that whatever answer you are giving, so just make it short, beta. You have to be just specific. If I am asking the question that he asked about Gwalior, so you told everything. I know it's okay, but you have to tell only important details. Don't elaborate it. When we will tell or when any person tell you to elaborate it, then only you elaborate. Otherwise, just give the details of it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So all the best for your interview.